this is Kitty Singleton in the Fox Newsroom. Joining us tonight is the Director of Housing and Urban Development, Mr. Richard Sullivan. Mr. Sullivan, how have the recent budget cuts affected HUD?
Terribly. Our agency was one of the hardest hit by the cutbacks, largely due to the negative press over past scandals, which is tragic because low-income housing is essential to the welfare of the country. By making cutbacks in our department, you are really shutting the door on the future of our children.
But what reassurances do we have that impropriety won't happen again?
Well, I guess all you have is my word. See, when the Treasury was first set up, they lacked a mission statement. Unclear goals of the department that allowed the situation to get way out of hand. Employees were not required to get projects and loans approved through proper channels. But since that time, new rules have been implemented which provide safeguards against that ever happening again. Now, you mentioned a mission statement. What is HUD's mission statement? Well, I can't tell you the exact wording, but we are here to help provide low-income families the chance for affordable housing and, in the process, help develop the inner city.
How will the cuts in the budget hurt HUD?
Well, Kitty, the budget cuts were based on the idea that the interest rate will fall below 4%, thus lowering the need for HUD dollars. But the interest rate has remained constant, which will deplete the funds that HUD has allowed for low-interest loans.
So what exactly is HUD doing to revitalize the nation's crime-ridden public housing?
Well, as you know, there are over 3.4 million Americans living in public housing, and HUD has delegated over $483 million for rebuilding and security purposes. We're here open to improve the housing department so that the families can once again feel secure in their own homes.
But won't the cutbacks be detrimental to public housing?
Regardless of presidential budget cuts, public housing is our #1 priority. So I would like to reassure the low-income tenants that even though the president is retreating from urban homesteading, the housing department will not abandon these people.
Now, what projects can we expect to see from HUD in the near future?
Oh, well, to name all the goals of HUD would be futile considering the time allotted here. But I can tell you that the new commission that was designed not only to help the consumer, but also the infrastructure of our inner cities.
Okay, now you speak about public housing, but what about the first-time home buyer?
With proper employee verification, we can ensure that those people will be the first on the list to get homes with substantial down payments.
Well, I want to thank you very much, Mr. Sullivan, for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us here today.
It's been my pleasure.
This has been Kitty Singleton, live for Fox News. Good night.